So turns out there's a little bit of water coming out of this exhaust tube, fiberglass. So we're gonna pull off this little tiny, 6-inch hose or whatever it is, maybe even 8-inch. It's gonna probably be a pain in the ass getting this off. We'll inspect this, see what we can do, sand it down, throw some resin in there, and seal it up. It's a very, 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 very small weep. So who knows? We'll check it out. So what I'm doing here is I have a flat bar. It's a small flat wedge. And I'm just going in there and trying to, swing this around and sort of break the seal that's from here. There might be a tiny bit of glue on there because this is a bumpy surface. It's not very smooth. This side's pretty clean and smooth and even, so we don't want to hurt this. We just want to sort of break it free because it's been sitting there for 20 years or so, right? Cool. Okay, so it seems to have a crack, right? It starts from here and runs down a few inches. I don't know how that happens. Could have been that way from the factory for all you know. You never know. But it ends about, within the boat, let's put it that way. Somewhere about here. Like this part, right about here. So what I'm gonna do is acetone it down, sand it really good, get it clean. I'm gonna do a layer of fiberglass resin right inside there. Yeah, I may even put a thin layer of glass as well. So as you can see, it looks like a crack, but it's really not a crack. It's not cracked through at all on the edge. You can see that. Let's get as close as we can to that. Put some pressure on it. Nothing, I'm pushing on this. Nothing is moving at all. That's not a through crack. It is a scratch. And that could be working its way, the water into the fiberglass and seeping. That could be why. Well, that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad to know it's not a crack all the way. Let me see. No, it's not a crack at all. All right, good. So I'll probably just put some resin in that and that should fix that right up. So I'm doing a test where I dump the acetone down and see if it drips through the bottom, and it's not. So I'm almost wondering if it's actually the rubber boot that's not sealing properly and the water might be running down and just soaking up into here and dripping off, because the acetone is not dripping out. Yeah. That's all sanded. It's pretty much as good as I can get it. I don't want to compromise this tube. I don't want to sand it too much. There's pits in there and that's just paint or something, but still going to give it a layer. And that's the best I'm going to do from here in the water. The rest, if there's any other type of leak, it's going to be something that's a spring or fall fix. Okay, so I'm going to show you my little test, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to toss the acetone down here, and I'm going to support a towel right here to see if it's leaking. If we get a dry towel, that's not the problem. The problem is most likely the boot was loose clamp here or something and the water was running down. So a false alarm. Got a nice clean napkin. Okay, we're going to hold it right here. And we're going to splash a bunch of acetone in there. Of course, it got wet right here. All right, we're watching the acetone run down. See how it's all wet? It's evaporating. Give it a second. Let's see what happens. It's almost all gone. You can see it evaporating before your eyes. Now let's take a look at the paper towel. Okay, seems to be, let me see. little wet right here, you know, it's in my imagination. The front was wet because that's obviously was right here. Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. Here's another clean one. This one got dirty from the whatever dirt was on this thing, so we're looking for a wet acetone. I'm gonna put it here, right where it's supposed to be a leak, and dump acetone down in there. I'm using acetone because I want to keep the area clean when I put some resin in there. I don't want water or soap or any of that business. All right, so let's see what happens. All right, obviously the front got wet, but the rest of this is dry as a bone, and that's just dirt. So that's not a crack. All right, I'm pretty happy about that. So what I'm gonna do is still put a little layer of some resin on that just to satisfy people who might think it's a crack or there's a leak there, and that's it. All right, so I got this resin here. You can see it's Marine Laminating Layup Repair and Construction. Okay, it's like the real deal. Over here, I have a chart to mix with the hardener and all my goodies. Okay, so here I have my resin and I have my hardener. I'm gonna work really fast with this. I stir it up, paint it on, and that's it. This is just a precaution, just a backup. I don't think there's a crack. I don't think there's a reason for this, but I'm just gonna do it because I came this far already. I'll just clean up the outside of the tube, put a dash of a sealer at the base of the tube where it goes on to the hose, and that's it. Mix it up real good. 90 something degrees out here, so it's gonna dry super quick. Alright, so that's about it. It's got a nice layer. It's actually a nice cool breeze coming in here, which I was not really expecting. I'd rather it be nice and warm and dry. The warmer, the drier, the quicker it dries. Stinky. That's good, that's what I want to see. No more water. I think the water was leaking from here. Running down through the paint and just making its work over to here and coming down. So right now everything is good, dry as a bone. Excellent. All right, and I'll show you that it's running.